you know. All right, family, we black again. Y'all already know what time it is with the general. I pull up, niggas pull off. When I pull up, niggas pull off. You know what I'm saying? I come with the rapid fire. Niggas ain't ready for that, you know. You know. I pull up, niggas pull off. Yeah. So, a lot of people say all people didn't come from Africa. But I tell you what, yeah, you can hide off in these bushes if you want to. Okay, but I tell you what, I bet you civilization came from Africa, and I bet you I can back that shit up, and you can't. And I bet you I can back it up profoundly. We're gonna work out today. And so we never came from Africa, claim DNA, archaeology, and the FBA indigenous debate. Come on in, wake up, nigga. I know you out there with your wild Irish rose, and you got your blunts and everything. I know you out there hiding from me. Yeah, I come in the twilight though. I'm all right with that because I've been working all day on putting the science together. But I'm glad that y'all coming in with questions, with comments. That's all necessary. We need that. Okay. And I wanted to deal with immediately. Where brothers say it get cold in Africa. Yeah, it do get cold in Africa. Yeah, I got it right here. For anybody out there that want to hear this, wait a minute. That's I thought I spread that out pretty good. That look like it's more. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that make it big. Yeah, that make it bigger. Yeah. Okay. That's more. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So people that say it get cold, yeah, it get cold in Africa. I'll put it in there. Yes, Africa absolutely has places that reach freezing temperatures and below, and some receive regular snow. Where is that at? The Atlas Mountains, Morocco and Algeria. See, this is what you have to get on niggas. Cause they'll try to, yeah, it get cold in Africa. Yeah, well, nigga, where at? We gon' tell you where at. My kitty cat be making a and so Morocco and Algeria, winter temperatures regularly fall below freezing at high elevations with substantial snowfall. So when niggas come where it get cold in Africa, see niggas flee. Okay. High Atlas, Morocco, temperatures. So you got the high Atlas. Okay, Morocco, temperatures at high elevations can fall well below 20 degrees Fahrenheit and even lower during severe winter conditions. Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Okay, you talking about the summit at 19,341 feet regularly experiences below freezing temperatures and historically maintained glaciers. Mount Kenya, okay, Mount Kenya, despite sitting almost directly on the equator, its highest elevations experience freezing temperatures, snow and ice. So you talking damn near 20,000 feet in the damn air, nigga. And I mean, don't be disingenuous. Okay, that's understandable. You damn near out the atmosphere, nigga. Renzori Mountains. All this is mountains. You talking about 20 and 30,000 feet in the damn sky. Okay, Renzori, Uganda, Congo, equatorial mountains high enough to have snow, ice, and glaciers. Okay, then you got Lesotho. Lesotho, because of its high elevation, winter freezing is common. The mountains receive snow sometimes, so everything is in the mountain. So I mean, so that right there ends that. Okay. So That right there ends that. But I want people to see something. Let me jump right on in where I want to be. Let me jump right in on where I want to be. Where is that? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, first, I want to touch back on this. Yeah, yeah, Black Power. I want to touch back on this. Where did I put that? I'm so far down. I'm so far down, but that's okay. I thought I had dropped. There you go. And I'm gonna black this up. I'm gonna back this up with the facts that the majority of high advanced civilization is in the tropical region. Okay, let's deal with that. Now niggas want to flee to Central America, but it was the African centered community that first brought to light and let's be more specific with Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, the Grand Master of that area of research, without any doubt. Without any doubt. And his research is profound. Dr. Ivan Van Sertima is nobody to fuck around with. That brother is on a high level of research. Hold on, fam. Okay, let's deal with this. You know, in all my studies, when you start dealing, am I in the house? Y'all hear me good? Let me know if you hear me. How I sound out there? Say Black Power. Damon don't want no. Did Damon come back in? Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm back in here. Yeah, I'm back in here. So, okay, we're in the house. Okay, good. So when we start talking about the great civilizations of the ancient world, okay, good. Now this is what you call this is the right uh orientation of the world map. And why do I say that? Because our peoples originated at the beginning of the Nile. And so the beginning of the Nile is the top of Africa. That's why when you study Egypt, the portion closest to Sudan is called Upper Egypt. And the portion near the Mediterranean is called Lower Egypt. Okay, because up is at the top. We came down the river. This is at the bottom. You see, when we came down the river. Okay. Now, when you looking, I just want you to use clear perception. Okay, and I'm gonna black it up with the artifacts. Okay, we're gonna black it up with the artifacts. Uh, in this area of the world, now this is the first. Africa is the first world, but the Indian Ocean, Kushite Empire is the second world. Meaning, after they left Africa, they went east. And that's why when you look at the majority of all the ancient civilizations, especially dealing with megalithic, I'm talking about megalithic. I ain't talking about a nigga putting a little brick up on some shit that somebody could easily knock down. You talking about nigga, you talking about shit that cannot be moved. And so, we talking about shit that cannot be moved. And so when you start talking about the pyramids and the niggas talking about, but they don't ever show up with nothing. You're gonna have to show up with more than a mound. Okay, you're gonna have to show up with more than a mound. So you talking about Egypt, you talking about the Sudan, got a lot of mega, you talking about Ethiopia with oxen, you even talking about Zimbabwe. You see, you even talking about Zimbabwe, which is all the way. God damn, did they write it in there? That's Malawi. I'm almost feeling like Kenya, Tanzania. This must be Zimbabwe right there. Damn, they ain't even write it in there. That's it right there. You see, you even got megalithic structures in Zimbabwe. And then you come, you got Sumeria right here, less but India over here. Then you got Angkor Wat, you got you got Champa, then you got Greece, and you got everything is in proximity. All the great civilizations is in proximity in this direction. I mean, make that shit make sense, man. You got to make that shit make sense. Most of all the goddamn ancient civilization. Now you got one, the Olmec is the first one in the Americas. And you talking about, man, yeah, I don't care about what you ain't. You can go be whatever. I'm dealing with facts, nigga. Nah, so you stay in there. I don't care what you is. I ain't asked you what you was. If you can immediately you could be dismissed. But stay if you want to. I ain't telling you got to go. I didn't ask you what you was. It's a whole lot of motherfuckers on the planet. I didn't ask you to come over here. So if you not here, I'm talking about people because most of the family that been rocking with me rock with the master teachers. So I'm talking about family that grew up under the teachers. If that ain't you, then you can go where you like it. Go over there where the niggas that teach that. But I watch me hurt. Let me watch me work. Watch me work. Let me get this. Let me get this one in. I need to get this one in. Hold on. Let me do this one. Watch me work. Yeah, nigga talking about we. No, we ain't no we, nigga. You French. We ain't no French, nigga. He's French. He say we. I don't care nothing about that. I ain't care. I don't know what y'all talking about. We back in the house, family. So I'm talking about when you start getting over and listen to this. We talking about it's so much shit. I'm starting to load up. See, when you get to the Americas, y'all niggas still in messing with mounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? The one thing about the Kushite Empire, and you talking about the ancient world, you understand? That separate. When you talk about, let's touch on some things. I'm gonna move through swiftly, and then when I reach my point, I'm gonna check out and I'm gonna come back in. I don't want to hurt you too much on one. So I got about 7 minutes on this one, then I'm gonna come out. So when you start talking about megalithic structures, see, this is where you don't find this in the Americas. You see, but into the Olmec. Now you got some pyramid, but those designs came from Africa. We could black that up. You see, and we ain't just got one, we ain't just got two. You got damn near between Nubia and Egypt, man. You got damn near three. You damn near got over 400 pyramids. We ain't talking about no one or two. Yeah. Yeah, I done ran his ass up out of here. You ain't got no one or two. You got almost 400 pyramids in Africa, man. Look at this. You see, wait a minute, let me get the better one. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. That one's kind of so this is made doom and shit. But wait a minute. Now let me show you. I'm just showing you. Now, when you get over into India, you get over into India, where's Colossus? Here, look at this. You see, this is over there. This is in that realm of over there, the Kushite Ocean. It's not the Indian Ocean. You see where they carve this temple right here out of the damn mountain. You don't have no level of this type of ingenuity in the Americas. They don't have y'all still fucking with miles. And I'm gonna just come 100. I'm just gonna come 100. Y'all ain't on this level. Okay. I'm just gonna say it, and I love my peoples here, and I still teach. But you have to, you have to recognize real when it's in your face. Okay. And so matter of fact, where is that? Let me get back over here. Let me drop this in here so y'all understand what I'm saying. This is the realm of the Kushite Ocean. This is not the Indian Ocean, but the Kushite Ocean. So again, when you look at Egypt, you look at Sudan. Let me tap you in. Let me tap you in. And all of this is aligned with ancient Egypt. The Kushites, even in India, a lot of people don't know that they were, they temples is designed just like the Egyptian temples. Okay, and I can black that up. They highly venerated the pyramid too. Because they was Kushites, and all the early researchers in the ancient world went there, they recognized that. Again, when you go like Shore Temple is another pyramid like type structure temple over there in India. Yeah. I don't I put a fact when I don't even want to hear no nigga cry. You know what I'm saying? And so, this is what they don't have. So, yeah, you got a couple of temples of see, but that's not megalithic. You see, and when they came over here, a lot of this shit was under the grass. You know what I'm saying? This one right here was a grass. They had to remove the grass off of that shit. Matter of fact, this one too, even the big ones, I believe, a lot of them had the grass had grew over it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and a lot of them, I could show you is grass and dirt up under there. This is our people now. Don't get me wrong. I'm respectful of that this is our people. But the only megalithic things that our people left over here was these heads. Megalithic or monolithic mean you using large stones. You see, large stones. See, this shit can be knocked down. You ain't gonna, nigga, you gonna tear up a whole lot of shit trying to destroy this. You can do it, but nigga, it's gonna take a lot of work, and most people ain't gonna try that. They ain't gonna they ain't gonna do it. So when you start talking about, and then when you see now again, that's why I compare this to Samaria. See, the Sumerians didn't reach the level of India. That's why I say personally that India, Egypt, Ethiopia, these was the dominant region. Sumeria never used megalithic stone. That's why their shit is like this, because that mud brick, it dissolves and shit. You see what I'm saying? But this right here, this megalithic, it ain't going nowhere. You see? So this is where the most ancient people is. When you talk about, they try to put Sumeria over Egypt. Anybody in their right motherfucking mind looking at this know that this is like over damn near 300,000 years of architectural development. You know damn well this people right here been on the planet evolving far longer than the people that put this here. That don't make no sense for nobody to even believe nothing otherwise. And this one too. This one right here. Now, what's crazy, what they won't tell you, and all these niggas that talking about Africa, and that they didn't come from Africa and this, that. But I tell you what, this technology came from Africa. I can tell you, do you know this pyramid right here got the same base, mean all the way around, when they measure it all the way around, it has the same base as the pyramid of Khufu. And the first person I had heard that was Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. Matter of fact, where is that at? And then I'm gonna tap out of this one. Where is it at? I had it over here. I had it. Here it go, right here. So when you look at the base of it, it's the same. So motherfuckers can sit up here. You may not be from that, but this goddamn technology is. So when you go to the earliest civilization in the Americas, it's Nile Valley. So what the fuck? I don't care what you are, but I know what this damn science is over here. So when you start dealing with megalith, they never built megalithically over here. This is Teotihuacan. So when you look at this, and you look, yeah, they can come over here and chisel on that, but they ain't fucking with this right here on to the right. They ain't gonna even waste their time because they got 2 million of these motherfuckers that they got to try to destroy. Ain't nobody gonna destroy that. And so that's the difference from the masters. That's the difference from the masters. And the crazy shit about it, even when you like see these right here, people would think, you know what, they came and removed some of this stone off of here. You see all this shit out here? It didn't just fall down, they removed them stones. But even when a pyramid in Egypt, it's still something there. You see what I'm saying? It's still something there. And what's crazy when you go down in the underground tomb, it's still it could be very exquisite under there in that burial chamber. It could be very exquisite. So a lot of these, yeah, you will look on the outside and say, oh yeah, something, but you could see right here that didn't just fall down. They removed the bricks. So Egypt would still be even more mind-boggling than what it is before them Europeans went over there and fucked it up. So where is y'all? Explain to me this shit. Where is y'all shit at? Where is y'all megalithic shit at? Man, I'm just being real. Where is it? You don't have nothing over here. That's real talk. So you can go and do whatever the fuck you feel like. That don't change shit. The mound is a very spiritual. I'm not taking from that because the pyramid, Egypt. The Africans had mounds. Everybody had mounds. You know what I'm saying? But they developed up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. They developed up. So I can show you where. So it's nothing. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful of the mound, but y'all stay stuck in that damn stage of development. You never came out of that stage of development, and I'll show you this, but I'm gonna come right back. And even when you look, see, this is the pyramid of Pakal. I was there, even though that's not the picture. I went to it. I seen it for myself. And the inside of that pyramid got the same L, and is the sarcophagus of Pakal is in the same place that the subterranean chamber is in the pyramid of Khufu. They didn't put it down there because it flooded. And so they didn't put it down there because it flooded. But if you look at the L shape in Khufu's pyramid and the L shape in Pakal's pyramid, you can see it's the same design. I'm done with this shit, man. The fuck, you ain't got to be whatever, but this technology is. All right, I'm out of here, family. Come right black. I'm gonna chop this up. I want to make sure that I spread this knowledge out. Matter of fact, you know what? I was on the wrong one. I was on the wrong one. Hold up, family. Let me drop this in here. I was on the wrong let me drop this in here. Bingo. Let me drop that in so y'all can see that. That's what I was talking about. The L-shaped stairway in Pakal's pyramid. Okay. Matter of fact, where's Pakal? Okay. Okay, right. Right there. Let me put it right there. Okay, there it is. Let me put that right under there. So this is Pakal Pyramid, and I've been to this. And so inside, he was buried in an L, and you can see the L shape in Khufu's pyramid. And right, but they didn't bury Khufu down here because it flooded. It flooded. This was the original. And when you look at how the pyramids or the earlier temples was designed, you could see that it was a carryover from the earlier temple. Even when you look at the mastaba, which is before the pyramids, you could still see that was the area in which they buried. Matter of fact, let me bring that over. Let me bring that over. That need to be right there. So when I touch on that, you know what I'm saying? Right there. Let me put that right there. and then I'll be right. So when you look there and you see even in the master which is a single story, the early first dynasty, second dynasty, they were buried in master and you can see where that man, this is a large building, even in the first and second dynasty. Y'all ain't even got nothing like that. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real about this shit. I mean, this is show and tell. I'm not showing you shit that you can't see for yourself. So when you look at this master and see how they buried down, that's the same design. Ain't no motherfucking doubt about it. It's the same fucking design, deep up under the damn pyramid. But as a matter of fact, I could show you how I evolved. I'm gonna show you before I get up off of here. It's up here, and it could show you. Matter of fact, here it go right here. They started with the pre-dynastic burials, and then the early stone mastaba, where they just slid the sarcophagus down there. They use ropes to lower it down, then they move it over, and then you got the early step tomb, and this is much like the Nubian, where the actual tomb is in front of the mastaba. So you walk down the stairs, and if you go into the Nubian pyramids, it's the same way. The burial is not inside the pyramid or the structure; is up under it. So you walk down, and the burial will be. This is the royal pyramid tombs. You'll see this one is much like the earlier mastaba, and then when you start getting the pyramids and the step pyramid and even the large pyramid, you can see that is much like the earlier step pyramid and even the mastabas. It's on the slant because the reason why these are on the slant compared to these, the sarcophagus had developed to be so damn heavy to where they had to slide them damn sarcophagus down on a slant to help get them down there. These earlier stone mastabas, the sarcophagus wasn't that heavy. So they could just lower them down through this shaft and put it over there. But when you go into them pyramid and them Valley of the Kings, them damn sarcophaguses, shit. Some of them way up to damn near 50, 60 tons. So you can't just lower no damn 50 on, you know what I'm saying? So they slide them down. So this is where this whole, design come from. These are shafts and shit. So I don't know if they slid it down in there and before they put the stairway in there. I don't know. But even Pakal's sarcophagus wasn't as heavy as none of them damn sarcophaguses in ancient Egypt. So that's where that comes from. But so this is an African design. Ain't no damn doubt about it. And we can get off into it when I come back. They got master bars over in America, but not many. You know what I'm saying? They not many. But the design is over here, but it's much later. And I'll show you a master bar in the Americas, but it was much later. I'll be right, Black family. Get over there, click that Patreon link and buckle in. This is when the Magi, when the Magi come out. This is when the monks come out and shit with the hood on and shit late at night with them scrolls and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be right, Black Pop.